Happy Tuesday. This is Sue Cordolillo coming to you from Indiana, and I'm here with Charlene Burke. Let her introduce herself.
Good morning, everyone. We are currently at one of our stores in Region 3 in the Midwest. It just opened on Valentine's Day last week in Mishawaka, Indiana at our Bittersweet and Lincoln Way store.
Awesome. We've got been hanging out with the partners here, and we'll get back to telling you live about that in just a minute. We are here today to share a coffee tasting with you. We are tasting Sumatra, and we are going to take some time to taste it in two different ways. We've prepared a French press of Sumatra, and then we've also done a Chemex. And so we'll talk a little bit about the differences in that. And what we want to do is also share our coffee's flavor wheel. And so as we taste, we might find us looking on the wheel to find what we're tasting on our tongue or what we're smelling, and then describing it. And then I'll be sure to post this online later so you guys have access to it. Charlene, let's take take us through the steps of our coffee tasting here with our French press Sumatra.
Absolutely. So the first thing we're going to do is smell it. I'm just cupping it with my hand to get that aroma locked in. So see, what notes are you smelling?
I'm getting a really light herbal note in that, and then some roastiness.
Yeah, so I'm getting a bit of earthy smells coming through. Let's go ahead and do our next step and take a big slurp and taste the coffee.
I am getting even more, like a really strong herbal flavor out of that. So if I look on my wheel here, Herb Like is in this nice green section that has like green vegetative, and then Herb Like, Hay Like, and I think it's really on the Herb Like side there. And then I'm also getting like a little woodiness.
Yeah, I am getting that with maybe a hint of spice.
I don't think I've ever gotten woody out of this before, but now that I've, like, all right.
Where's it taking you in your mouth if we think about locating it?
I'm getting a lot on the sides of my tongue, and then like a nice coating over my whole tongue. Like it's laying heavily there. How about you?
I'm getting that too. It's normally I don't get that finish, but it is kind of smoothing out across the mouth there.
Well, I thought it would be fun to compare how French press and Chemex compare here. So I'm going to pour you a little bit of this. And we'll taste it, and then we'll talk about the differences between the two here. And everybody, this is brewed by my friend Charlene here. Her very first Chemex brewing, and she did a fabulous job.
Thank you for helping me cross it off my Starbucks bucket list.
So again, let's smell. And immediately I smell if smelling can be smoother, it smells like
It's more
softer.
It's a bit subtle. Yeah.
More subtle. It's a little harder to get the aroma. It might also be a little cooler, so that might be why. Taste. So let's taste it. So everything to me seems mellowed out from what we were tasting before. I don't get the strong herbal feel or the strong woody feel that I felt before.
A lighter finish. I'm tasting, less of the oils, which I think is giving it a lighter finish.
We were talking earlier about what is the difference between French press and Chemex. What would we expect to feel? And I think we experienced it. So when we brew a French press, it's all the water and all the coffee together, and there's nothing to keep. There's nothing to keep the oils from coming into the cup, right? And if you compare the two right now, you see oil on the French press that you don't see in the Chemex. The Chemex has a paper filter in it, and it's more like a pour over. It's not quite the same as a pour over, but you get that same kind of softer brew. And so you get some of the oils taken out. It's not such a bold flavor. Again, you can see that in the cup. You can also kind of see it in the body of the coffee, the color of the coffee. Even if you hold those two up. This one's not quite as dark, I think. Okay, thank you for joining me on this.
Absolutely. So excited. You know, Sue and I are together today doing some of our shoulder-to-shoulder work in the field. If you think about our U.S. priorities, we're really focused on how do we support the best leaders in retail. So I'm excited to be out in stores in the Indiana market, supporting training and hiring and getting to know some of our partners.
It's been really fun to spend the morning so far, and we're going to do the rest of the day together. And now we're going to close this off by saying goodbye. Hope to see you sometime soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this coffee tasting. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.